Other news tonight, a convicted killer is about to be freed more than 16 years after his role in the brutal murder of a Niagara Falls teenager. News 4's Erica Brecher takes a look back at this case that shook Niagara County. Erica?
Jackie, Kyle Cummings is the first of 3 convicted murderers to be released from prison. He was sentenced back in 2003 to 6 years to life in prison for the 2002 death of Jennifer Bolender. His brother and another man remain behind bars. It was snowy in December 2002 when a passerby saw a lifeless body on the pedestrian bridge over the LaSalle Expressway. A neighbor also saw the scene.
Told me there was somebody up on the catwalk bloody, and walked up there, and there was a young girl laying there dead.
Police identified the body as that of 16-year-old Jennifer Bolender, who had been stabbed, beaten, and left to die. Investigators say she was stabbed almost 50 times. The murder, which happened more than 16 years ago, rattled the Niagara Falls community.
She was a real good friend of mine. I miss her.
Daniel Pardee was identified as the main killer. Prosecutors say he attacked Bolender on the pedestrian bridge when she refused his affection. Brothers Kyle and Christopher Cummings were charged as accomplices in her death.
There was a friendship between several of the individuals and the victim.
Their trials were held throughout 2003. Kyle Cummings was sentenced to 6 years to life for second-degree murder, and Christopher Cummings was sentenced to 9 years to life for second-degree murder. Daniel Pardee was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison for murder and first-degree conspiracy. Niagara County's current district attorney, Caroline Witasick, was an assistant DA at the time.
This was probably one of the most horrific crimes that have happened in our community.
Jennifer Bollender's mother, Tina, has been outspoken since the trials that the sentencings for the 2 brothers were too light, and recently went viral in a public Facebook post letting the community know that Kyle Cummings was getting out.
These juveniles, 5 to 9 years for taking a life just is not long enough.
Now Kyle Cummings, who pleaded guilty and got a lighter sentence for testifying against the others, will be released. The State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision confirms a board granted Cummings parole last month and that he'll be released between now and October 10th. Jennifer Bolender, who was 16 when she died, would have turned 33 in August. Christopher Cummings' next shot at parole will be next November of 2020. Daniel Pardee will not be eligible for parole at all until 2028. Erica Brecher, News 4.